And here we are. It's time for Discworld. Get it up and running in the background. This will probably be fine. There's going to be a loud noise when the logo comes up. It's an extremely loud logo. Oof. Something about 90s logos. They like to scream at you that they hear. And here we are with Discworld. I chose Discworld to be the first game I try streaming for real, simply because it's a game that I grew up with, and as you can see, we've finished it. So thank you all very much for tuning in. This has obviously been just quite a short stream, just to really just show you how easy it is to complete it. No, of course not. It's not actually the credits. I think it's because in the 90s no one knew where to put credits in games, because games were a relatively new medium. But yeah, we're streaming Discworld today simply for the reason that it was the first game I ever played that talked, and me and my family were completely astonished by this. First adventure game as well, and apparently it's one of those adventure games that's very what's the phrase I'm looking for? Hostile. It doesn't want to be solved. We've got Fraganava Luke, thank you for joining us. Luke from Lowy, our neck of the woods. Right, and we're going to jump right into it. We're going to get going. It's a very silly game, and we're going to have some fun with it.
In a second-hand set of dimensions, in an astral plane that was never meant to fly, somewhere in darkest Ankh-Morpork, a sinister plot is about to unfold.
Thing about this is, once you know it's Rob Brydon, all you hear is Rob Brydon. As a kid, these guys terrified me. I'd never encountered things like cultists and stuff before when we played this as a kid. So when this used to happen, even though it's very silly and cartoony, I used to like hide behind the sofa when the rest of the family played it. Because then the dragon actually comes as well, and I was like, oh my god, I've never seen anything like this, and it completely blew my mind. Ooh. And the little fly I like. We always like the little fly. He plays a big role. I didn't actually understand how big a role he played in the game until a bit later.
I'll see you again next week for my usual special. Hey, what's where you going?
See you soon.
Get off! Leave me alone! Damnation if you don't clear out, so help me, Oh, just bugger off!
There's flies involved with everything.
That's better. It's on nights like this I could just murder a good curry.
Haldane was in Ghost used to scare me. Then I watched it again as an adult, and I was like, really, dude? Yeah, it's weird the things that you're scared at as a kid. Because I used to be terrified of the dragon in this game. The dragon's kind of...
Hands up. Who's there? Hands. Would you mind putting your hands up? Why? What's happening? It's a simple courtesy. I say, put your hands up. And you, put your hands up. What did you say? It's traditional. A well-established ritual of your actual mugger and victim relationship. You being a victim, and me being the aforementioned mugger. Now please, put your hands up.
A lot of English humour in
What's
this
the
game.
names? I haven't got all night, you know. Just do it, alright? Okay. I don't know what this town is coming to.
A man can't even have a quiet drink in peace.
Now, that wasn't too hard, was it? Now, if you'll just... Oh, bugger.
Even the fly got in on it.
Unseen University, the home of the greatest wizards on the Discworld, and one or two of the worst. Now, listen carefully. With all these rumors of a dragon... But sir, dragons don't exist. At least, not unless people believe in them. Quite. Nevertheless, with all these rumors of a dragon on the rampage, the Wizards of Unseen University must fulfill their civic responsibility. We must seek out this dragon and destroy it. Yes, but how? Who? Leave the how up to me. As for the who, well, I know of the ideal person. Why don't you go and fetch Rincewind for me?
We used to be fascinated by all this as a kid because it was like a cartoon. Like my parents would fire up the game and show it to like friends and family when they visited because we'd never seen like a real cartoon game before. And we've got a bit of a 3-act structure. That's how it's all put together. And here he is. Here's Rincewind. And even the flies here. He's just that little dot that's moving around. I never used to notice this for years and years and years. But the fly's completely involved in absolutely everything.
The Arch-Chancellor wants to see you.
You do get the odd quirk with this game as well, like certain lines will be missing a voice, or certain lines will be sort of improv, or they'll repeat twice. And then you might have noticed the fly goes up into the ceiling here and becomes the cursor. It took me years to notice that. It's just a weird quirk. And here's Rincewind. Rincewind is played by Eric Idle in this game, and he is very sarcastic. He's a little bit different from his book interpretation. He's a lot meaner. I guess you have to be mean to be an adventure game protagonist.
I really must do some heavy research into this bed. 8 or 9 solid hours should be sufficient. That doesn't work.
And that's the catchphrase, that doesn't work. That's his reaction to everything. Most adventure games you get a bit of a clue, or you get a bit of a hint as to why it doesn't work or what you should be doing. But he'll just flatly tell you, while raising his voice, that it doesn't work, and that's that. So we've got the luggage up here, but the luggage is asleep. And we have, of course, the dragon, which can be seen even from the university.
Yes. A mysterious shape, a sinister shape, a shape fraught with shapeness. It must be a plot element. Otherwise, there'd be a better label.
All right, then.
Unseen University. Thaumaturgy 101. Failed. Well, it's not little trinkets and paperwork that really count in life. I've got a really pointy hat. That's a start.
Yeah, so I kind of glossed over this before, but Rincewind has an incredibly small inventory, and that's because the luggage is actually the inventory. So you actually start this adventure game with sort of human-sized pockets, which is really weird. And you have to unlock the luggage in order to have it follow you around, and then you have a proper infinite adventure game inventory. There we go.
It's my money pouch, all right. Now, if I only had more of the fillings.
That's about as much as Rincewind can do as far as magic is concerned. So it's double click to pick up. I need to put it in his pocket like this. Rincewind also rather unusually is himself an item in the game. Usually your kind of protagonist in an adventure game is sort of a non-entity as far as like a hotspot is concerned, but he can look at himself and interact with himself with certain objects, and that will come into it as we go along as well.
If only I had another dimension, I'd teach you a thing or two.
Yeah, and he doesn't like being clicked on.
Please, don't stare. I'm rather shy.
I don't think I've seen all of the different jokes he does. One click to walk to, right click to look at.
Aha! Portalis Exitus, or the common doorway. See, I'm not a wizard for nothing, you know.
And a double click to open. And there we go. So the Arch-Chancellor wants to see us. Health and safety nightmare, this rickety little wood bridge that he comes. They've just stuck him in a closet somewhere. When my family and I played this game, we hadn't actually heard of Discworld before, so this was our first experience with it. So it doesn't actually really follow the kind of canon or the logic of the books or anything, because I think Rincewind, is a head librarian, or no, he's an assistant librarian. We can go and meet the actual librarian, but for example, when we meet the librarian, Rincewind will behave as if he's never met the librarian before, which of course isn't true.
Oh,
But it's all for
this
jokes
one's
and
not
that
a
kind of thing,
statue.
of course.
I think this one used to be a frog out in the garden. Ah, well, he never should have asked to be turned into a handsome plinth.
Hey, puns. There are puns aplenty in this.
Sex
There's the
Magic,
librarian.
The book of the 32 unspeakable acts, with a compendium containing several speakable ones, and 6 more that everyone involved would rather forget about. No wonder it's on ice. That doesn't work.
Well, indeed, that's literally your answer for everything.
Ah. Let's not press this curiosity thing too far then, shall we?
One thing I should probably do, because it's an old game, is save. There you go. Oh, gold. Save. Press and enter. Doesn't work. He has been warning me it doesn't work.
Must come in handy, stacked with all the latest monkey accessories.
Uh-oh.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
This is also a recurring joke that the librarian, of course, is an orangutan in Discworld and doesn't like being called monkey. I guess it might be a race thing. I don't know. We probably shouldn't dwell on it for too much. But we can, of course, talk to him. There's going to be... Sorry, it's because I know what the conversation is. Because I've been test running this. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of funny noises now. Now, what's different here about most adventure games? Usually you get, at the bottom of the screen, you'll get a selection of different choices of what to say. Sometimes they're paraphrasing, sometimes they're exact. In Discworld, we didn't know this, it being our first adventure game back in the 90s, how unusual this was. But you don't really get that. Instead, you get, there's sort of like emotional states. So you have sort of the meet and greet, you have the joke or sarcasm, you have the question, which is usually where kind of like the actual meat of the conversation is, or like where the solution is. And you have, I think this is, he has a bit of a tantrum where he loses his temper, or you can say goodbye. And if there are other things that are relevant, they kind of crop up along here too. And what's kind of interesting is you can do these in any order, and they're sort of threaded with how the punchlines land and things like that. Where, yeah, the clown is a bit weird. Where the end of one sentence will kind of segue into the next, so you can go through them left to right, or you can go through them in any order, and the conversation will still make sense. But the conversation is mostly for comedy.
Hello? Ooh, Egat. You're not in charge here, are you? Oh, I see. Well, that explains the filing system. Look, I don't know if you're quite the person that I want to
One
see.
always gets me.
Yeah, well, it's hard to explain, really. Yeah, ook, eek, ook. Well, this is wonderful. I never knew I could speak monkey. Ow! Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
And that's another thing, it will keep repeating the donkey cart joke. A lot of the jokes in this are clues. A huge number of the jokes in this are clues, actually. But you're so used to being given jokes, you don't realise you're being given clues, and it's part of what makes the game actually quite difficult.
Hi. Do you mind if I monkey about in the library for a while?
He'll hit you if you... Yeah.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
So it's a bit of a minor spoiler if I tell you now. We will at some point actually need to get the number of a donkey cart, and that's literally the game telling you all along. Pay attention to the donkey cart. It's really obscure how the humour works, that it's sort of almost like cryptic crosswords clues, where they're telling you things you need later, but you don't know while you're listening to the joke. But that's what's happening.
Take a book from the library, please. Excuse me? I see. I need something in order to take out a book. Toothpaste? Fingers? Gloves? Something in your hand? A dentist? Halitosis? You want some mouthwash? That's it. You want some mouthwash. I'm sorry, but I'm already spoken for.
I don't know what he's
Oh, a library card. Why didn't you say so in the first place? What happens if I just barge in without giving you a library card? Yes. Now look, unfortunately, I don't have one ape. Ape upon my person. Yes, upon my person. Phew. I didn't say monkey. Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Here's an unfortunate thing about us English people, that if we notice you're different from us, we can't help but smuggle it into conversation, no matter how hard we try. It's really unfortunate.
Hey, whose monkey is this? Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
So that's what I mean about when we go for the thundercloud, he just says something very direct and usually very insulting. And I mean, that's about as well as it usually goes. Once we get the library card, that will become a topic in the conversation. So we'll have the opportunity to speak about it. But of course,
this seems like a good cue to cease this whole silly conversation.
Right now, nothing to it. I've also, of course, supposed to be seeing the Arch-Chancellor. So I've sort of come in here just because I like the librarian conversation. It's not really what I'm supposed to be doing. But it's going to save us a bit of time later. It's kind of cutting a corner a little bit. If memory serves, the Arch-Chancellor's this way.
Yes, well, art criticism was never a strong point of the University Trust. That doesn't work.
So there, for example, I double click on the statue and it just says that doesn't work. It's not even clear what I'm asking him to do. Am I asking him to pick him up? Am I asking him to push it? But he just says that doesn't work. That's the default kind of blanket statement that he'll say when there's a combination that's been issued that he doesn't want to do.
Ah, if it isn't young Breakwind.
Rincewind, sir.
Rincewind, quite. Come in.
I
We
don't know
need
if this
to
is meant to be
That
Ridcully
is,
or not.
I need to talk, and you listen. No doubt you've been hearing all sorts of rumors about this dragon that supposedly is terrorizing the town.
Dragon? As in the classic fire-breathing, city-toasting...
Shut up! Yes, pretty much. Scaly, vein, like shiny objects, that species of kidney. And what we need to do is to ensure that the unseen university is properly represented in the attempt to dispose of it. If some yokel simply slays the wretched thing without our help, the people will begin to ask just what wizards are for.
Actually, sir, what are wizards for?
Wizards are firmly behind big dinners. And if you want to keep on eating yours, you'll go and see about this dragon.
Surely, sir, dragons don't logically exist.
Shut up! Dragons exist if you believe in them. And the average man in the street does believe in them. Or at least believes in them enough to give us big rewards if they think we've gotten rid of the thing. Do you follow me?
Not really.
Shut up! Not interested in excuses. Too much sloppy
really.
thinking around here. Run down to the library and fetch me a copy of Featherwinkle's concise compendium of Dragon's Lairs. Once we've read that, we'll know how to track the scaly blighter down.
As Lola's kind of
You're still
indicating
here,
in chat.
standing around like something unhygienic. Do it now!
The element of motivation of a big dinner should never be underestimated.
Ooh, sparklies. Golden thingamies.
It's this
Must be
kind of
good to be the
expert
Arch-Chancellor.
analysis that we really need Rincewind around for. You can see why he's been chosen for the job.
Now, with a desk like that, a man can really defer some serious questions.
Now, of course, this was a bit different to the librarian conversation because we had no options. He was essentially speaking at us, which is kind of what the Arch-Chancellor would do.
You still here, standing around like something unhygienic? Run down to the library and fetch me a
But he'll
copy
remind us of the objective, at
Featherwinkle's
least.
concise compendium of Dragon's Lairs. Once we've read that, we'll know how to track the scaly blighter down. Do it now!
I think that's also Rob Brydon, because obviously Rob Brydon is known for doing lots of accents and for kind of taking any excuse he can be given to do as many accents as possible, so he's kind of all over this game. It does work though, because unless you know it's him, I mean, I was always fooled. Dining room. There's a lot of comedy in the dining room. We don't need to go there right now. We need to get a book from the library, but of course, we are not permitted. So I'm going to do a little bit of a shortcut to the solution for this, because it's a little bit obscure. There's no real clue as to where the library card would be.
Let's see. Smooth, irregular, smells of paraffin. I wonder what it could be.
Pick it up.
That doesn't work.
You see? Won't even pick it up.
Ah, looks like a witch transportation device. One of the older models, I presume.
There we go. So as you can see, Rince's inventory is now full. I can't stretch this window. I can't do anything like that. Again, that's something that at the time we didn't realize was unusual. You expect to just be able to pick up everything you want in an adventure game. But we're kind of locked in now that Rincewind needs to be able to get a bigger inventory in order to get anything done. So we're going to have to go and sort this luggage situation out, which means going back to our horrible little hovel in the attic and giving the bloody thing a good talking to. Here it is.
A snoring chest? That's novel. Well, I'll soon fix that.
And then it is kind of mean, not something I'd do to the luggage, knowing how sociopathic it is. There we go. So another thing I like about this game is that a lot of Rincewind's uses of items have unique animations, which is a lot of extra time and trouble that they just decided to put in. I mean, a lot of games won't do that. It sounds like a really almost petty thing to observe, but it's something that when you play it again after... There you go. When you play it again after observing things, you really start to notice that like there's loads of things Rincewind's going to interact with through the game, and he has a unique animation for almost all of the things. It's never just sort of like waft your hand at something to pick up. And as you can see, we have an inventory that could get up to maybe 320 pixels almost. That's insanely large. And here's the luggage. The luggage is of course also an object.
What are you doing? Get out of that!
And they have a relatively adversarial relationship.
This thing smells of butterscotch. Good grief, what are you keeping in there? Why is it all sticky? Oh, wait. I'd rather not know.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you read the books, which we hadn't at the time, you'd know that the luggage essentially follows Rincewind around wherever he wants it to or not. So, in this case, it's useful. Now it's going to follow us throughout the entire game. So that is our inventory. It can sometimes work against you because it has idle animations and it will start walking off on its own. It's kind of doing it now. So you have this really unique circumstance that you have an adventure game where your pockets can walk away. And that's kind of insane. So sometimes you'll be trying to click on it and it will just decide to do the idle animation and walk off. And you're like, come back here with the thing I need. In this instance, it's going to be our interpretation of a library card, which in this instance is bribery. Can I double click to rush? I don't actually know. No, he just sort of walks. Okay, so there you go. I almost misclicked owing to that same issue I said about the luggage. One click to walk to, I need to double click. There it goes.
Excuse me, my dear sir. Could you get me a tome called Featherwinkle's Concise Compendium of Dragon's Lairs?
If I'm unexpectedly given a banana, I'm quite suggestible as well, so I completely understand this rhetoric, even though it's not, strictly speaking, a library card. So this is the book the Arch-Chancellor wanted.
Featherwinkle's Concise Compendium of Dragon's Lairs. Detect dragons from a comfortable distance or your money back.
But Rincewind himself doesn't really have much of an interest in reading it. It's for the Arch-Chancellor, so let's stick to the objectives for now. There's a lot of kind of side gags and nonsense I could be showing you. We'll duck in some rooms briefly so I can kind of show you what's going on, because obviously we have the door down here, which is the kitchen. The kitchen can be a little loud, so hopefully we've got the noise balanced all right. Because this guy...
Well, he's cooking food. I suppose that means we have to call him a cook.
This guy is Tony Robinson.
But could I ask you some questions?
Clear off! And no magic in the kitchen. One more spell goes off in this place, and I'm going to complain to the Arch-Chancellor.
Okay, looks like I got waylaid. So, tying into what I said earlier, let's try doing it in reverse order.
This is the worst kitchen I've ever seen.
Oh, it's
It
going
would
right
be
for it.
worse if there were worst.
What's worst?
It's a what's name? A sausage.
Worst sausage?
No, if you want the worst sausage, try Dibblers.
Oh, dear. So it's to be puns, is it?
Just watch the pancakes for a while. It's very soothing.
That is a really, oh god, really obscure hint about pancakes that will come into it.
Fascinating.
In a few hours'
Don't any of your pancakes get lost?
What? From here? From my frying pan? You don't seem to realize the gravity of your accusation. 27 years I've been studying to be a cook's apprentice. I've got top marks for basic flipping left hand and right, and batter stirring, pan greasing, and pancake stacking.
Oh, how many did you get for customer relations?
2%. Clear off.
So you can see I'm doing it backwards. The structure of the conversation still makes sense. I could then actually repeat the cloud if I wanted to, and it would kind of still tie in
Well, that's a
somehow.
fine skill to have. Your parents must be very proud of you.
Actually, I was going to become a wizard, but they found out my parents were married.
So if I went to here, he'd say fascinating. I'm kind of getting caught up in it, but it's because it's one of those systems that a little bit more ingenious than I
Are
realised
you
at the time.
always this surly?
Not always. I even know a jolly joke.
Really?
Yes. What's ugly, hollow, and rings like a bell?
I don't know. What?
Look over there.
Common assault. Assault
Did you
in the
get number
kitchen.
of that donkey copped?
Fortunately, it happened to Rincewind, so no one's going to be
Oh,
that
I'll catch you
interested
later then.
if we report it. Who would we report it to anyway? The Arch-Chancellor?
Ah, so it was ice cream for dinner yesterday, eh?
Don't you tempt me with it time. Right, we're going upstairs. We're going to see the Arch-Chancellor. We're going to give him his book. However, we do also have... I'm going to show you the dining room, because this room is basically full of, like, there's tons of conversations in here, and we can get caught up quite in depth. But it's all nonsense.
You know, I've always wanted to ring one of these.
Is that a clue? The staff, of course.
Long, wooden, clearly quite magical. Here! It's got a knob on the end.
Oh, it's Lola's favourite character is Windlepoons. We could talk to Windlepoons. It's probably a bad idea because we'll be here all day. But let's do it.
Hey? Girl. What's a girl doing in here?
I'm not a girl.
Why are you wearing a dress?
It's a wizard's robe, not a dress.
I knew a girl's dress once. Splendid lass. Very good at pickling. Very good at pickling eels, she was.
There's going to be a lot of this.
Well, I once knew a girl too, of course.
Of course. Oh, why are you off course? A fellow like you ought to be out and about, exploring a world of adventure. Wine, women, and pickles.
Look, I am out and about.
You can't be too good at it if you're already off course, young air freshener.
Look, no one's off course. I just used the phrase as a pleasantry, a manner of address.
It's very silly and kind of cringe and kind of its time, but this conversation like string it makes me giggle every time, and I know it's awful.
Pickling? Oh, how fascinating.
Pickled? Who's pickled?
No one's pickled. You started it. I don't even like pickles.
What? Oh, they were wonderful pickles. How dare you cast aspersions on damn, I've lost it. What were we talking about again?
Pickles?
What's pickled? What? What do you mean?
Well, the eels were pickled, weren't they?
What? Pickled elves? Damn their ears. I told them to lock that liquor cupboard. Go on, boy, get after them.
No, pickles, not pickled.
Pickles? Oh, try the kitchen. Get out. Stop wasting my time.
Oh, they were wonderful pickles. What do you have to do to get to this kind of level of seniority, both vocationally and kind of in age? And one of your fondest memories is just you had some wonderful pickles once.
So, what happened?
Nothing. Nothing happened. That's just the point. Now young twerps like you think they can come in here, ravish our women and steal all our pickles.
Steal? Now do I look like a thief?
My stick. They all want my magic stick. So be off with you, you dastardly overcleaner.
No, look, I don't want your wretched stick.
It's a dastardly
So it's the
overcleaner.
pickles you're after then, is it? You devilish young trouser. Well,
Lotus
I'm on
pointing out
you.
there aren't even any pickles in
I'm
the
on
sea.
you young bookcase.
Now look, this is not the problem that I wanted to address.
Oh dear. Now, somehow, there was so many playthroughs before I noticed, he literally says, like, relatively lucidly, "It's my stick, they all want my stick." That's a huge clue, but there's so much bombardment of stupid humour around it that it's easy to miss it, and you don't know that you're going to need to look for it later.
Look, I just want to find somebody who can talk a little sense.
Sense? Perfumes? Oh, I'll not have it. No, sir, I won't dallying with women folk on the premises. It's against the rules. Otherwise, we'd all be doing it. Otherwise, we'd all be doing it. You young bathrobe. I have you defrocked for this.
Look, I haven't done a thing, honestly.
Well, how can you be a man of the world if you've never sampled the finer things in life? Women, wizard staves, pickles.
Well, if I go and do that, you said you'd defrock me.
It won't do, it just won't do. Young tweezers like you coming in here and taking off their frocks, I won't stand for it. I will. This city is getting into a fine old pickle.
Oh, please don't get started on the pickles again.
Pickles? Don't eat pickles if you're wearing a dress. You'll stain the hem. Why are you wearing a dress?
And just like that, so you can circle the whole conversation because one joke leads into another. But
This seems like a good cue to cease this whole silly conversation.
He's just a very silly little old man. Windle Poons, very important in the books, of course. Very senior. Absolutely entrenched in the... Yeah, Lola's pointing out in the chat, always forgets how long this goes on for. So that's why I was of two minds of diving into that before giving the book to the Chancellor. But let's just get it under our belt. In fact, let's save that we've done that, because that's a hell of a thing. There we go. Right, here he is. I'm going to need this book. Actually, do I talk to him straight away and it acknowledges?
You're still here,
No.
standing around like something unhygienic.
No.
Run down to the library and fetch me a copy of Featherwinkle's concise compendium of dragons' lairs. Once we've read that, we'll know how to track the scaly blighter down. Do
I
it now.
had surprised myself. I thought I would get the opportunity to just mention. Usually this game will acknowledge you've got the right item and move things forward. But on this occasion, I have to give it to him directly. Maybe drop it on his head. There we go.
Excellent. Good lad, Breakwind.
Rincewind, sir.
Ah, we now have the formula to construct Recolomento's never-failing Dragon's Lair revealer.
Pokemon
With the
ZA.
device
Yeah,
in our
whole
hands,
Pokemon
we'll be
snuck
able
out.
to track the creature and trap it
Pokemon
like
snuck
a
out at the end of this year
wildebeest.
and I just
You mean
did
like
a
a rat, sir?
bypass it.
Really? Well, could be. That'd be easier, certainly. You've got a good firm grasp of facts. I like that in a wizard. Go forth and fetch the elements we need to construct this device. I'll see that your performance is brought to the attention of the university board when we review your grant next year. We may only halve it, for example.
Sir, have I ever told you of my ambition to be a yak?
It can be arranged, Rincewind. Just ask the librarian. Now, gonna move on. We need a staff of tumultuous terminology, a spiral of never-failing induction, a miniature creature of excitable chitters, and a container made of the strongest ferrous metal.
Cryptic
Is that
clues.
Well, a sample of breath from the subject in question is necessary.
Dragon's breath?
Yes. Any problems with that? No? Good. Well,
Knowing
don't just stand
Rincewind
there. Off you go.
from the books as I do now, I do question the rationale of giving him this job, unless it's simply the fact that he's expendable and not widely liked, because of course, essentially, you're asking a self-professed coward to go and fetch some dragon's breath alongside any number of other things. The clues are very sort of cryptic, but they can be felt out as we go along. We've got the rest of the dining room to explore. I guess we could do so, and then we can start heading out. We're essentially going to be heading out into the city, and we're going to be trying to find some of the objects that are in the book. That's kind of the first objective of Act 1, is we need the detector. The detector will show us where the dragon is located in Ankh-Morpork. I'd imagine a dragon's hard to miss in Ankh-Morpork, but this is the way we're doing it anyway. Now we got a lot of different subjects, do you see, that we've spoken to, because Rincewind's noticed certain things around the university. These are kind of the senior wizards, like the Lecturer in Recent Runes, the Bursar, people like that.
Good day, sirs.
Is it? So you say. What with the bottom falling out of the tapioca market.
He's off again. Past the dried frog pills.
Laugh away, you old boy Valve. It's all this dragon business. That's what's doing it. Snatching tapioca out of the mouths of the deserving elderly.
Dragons. Dragons in the town. A likely story.
Swamp dragons, he means?
No, a real dragon. Not one of those little marsh tiddlers.
Poppycock, there's no such thing. Dragons only exist if you believe in them. I don't believe in them, they don't believe in me. So we're both happy.
I've never properly contemplated that line before. That is insane rationale.
Another busy day in the faculty, gentlemen?
We are cogitating.
I hope I heard that right, said in a knowing tone of voice, nudge, nudge.
Cogitating, my lad, is that process by which the wise make space inside their minds for more ideas.
You make more space for ideas by sitting on your backside sipping a cup of milky tea.
Hit him. Hit him.
My boy, ideas are normally sold by volume, not by weight. It's best to let them settle so you can find more room in the top.
We have wisdom and you do not. For instance, this is the action of a clever man.
So many conversations in this game are just kind of comedy skits. I don't know, like, if they're skits that people had from TV shows that didn't work out and they got adapted, or...
What's so clever about writing down the word monkey?
Uh-oh. So again, like, there's a whole animation for
Wisdom,
Rincewind.
my lad, is never cheap.
Well, I didn't know you were selling it by the pound.
Hey! For Rincewind catching a paper airplane, which doesn't happen to him at any other point in the game. He just is animated catching a paper airplane. And this is in the 90s where they had to make like a premium on like disk space and stuff like that. It's just really fascinating looking at the design of this versus other adventure games, especially modern ones where, again, like, a lot of modern adventure games are very well made, but when someone picks something up or uses something, they'll just waft their hand at it. And that's fine, but like back here, they're drawing silly little Rincewind doing God knows what.
Another busy day in the faculty, gentlemen?
We are cogitating.
I hope I heard that right, said in a
Oh,
knowing
I've
tone of
repeated
voice.
this.
Cogitating.
Luckily you can click
My
through.
bucket-
This was again quite unusual for the time. I don't think I can click through. Can I skip the cutscene? I'm exploring. No, I can't skip the cutscene. I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, this is a flaw with it. That if you accidentally repeat a conversation, you're kind of in for the ride a little bit.
Excuse me, where might I go to find the patrician?
Well,
Don't be an idiot, boy. Just look for the palace.
Is he approachable? Can you actually speak to him?
oh yes. But he's a mean man with a word. Be careful if he uses sarcasm on you. And for heaven's sake, run for it if he resorts to... irony.
Lola's asking if it's Rob Brydon doing the Irish accent. I think it might have been, actually. I think it is Rob Brydon doing an Irish accent, so I think we've got away with it this time. But the VOD, if anyone of a certain nation sees the VOD,
Does this
it's going
place
to be a hell of
always
a
have to
thing.
be this way?
What way?
Well, this way. It's chaos. It's undisciplined. It's as if I'm thrashing about in a sea of questions, like I'm screaming out against soul-destroying winds.
Isn't that a mixed metaphor?
I mean, there are times when I dream about just shaking this place by the neck until it starts talking sense.
I have one like that too.
What, really?
Oh yes. In one magic moment I stride like an intellectual giant across the rooftops of the world, slicing through the Gordian what's-his-name of fuzzy thinking for all time. And then I have this other terrific dream that I'm being smothered in fruity yogurt and sucked up inside a whale.
Thankfully, that's not my problem. So far, anyway. We can but hope.
What frame of mind do you need to be in to dream about being smothered in fruit yogurt and sucked up inside a whale?
Look, does anyone know why this luggage keeps following me?
Ah, that's sapient pearwood, that luggage is. There's no getting rid of it, it'll follow you everywhere.
Sapient pearwood?
They once used it to make containers for grave goods. I suppose someone hoped that you really could take it with you. The chest is in fact the luggage. The luggage is made of sapient pearwood, and once it attaches itself to somebody, it will follow that person everywhere. Just like a little puppy. It is like a runaway suitcase, albeit one with lots of little pink legs. In this game, the luggage is a convenient storage device. Not to mention a convenient homicidal maniac, should one be required.
I always forget about these. I think that's actually meant to be Two Flower as well, who was the original owner of the luggage. But, Mikey, hello. Thank you for joining. Yeah, you get these little cutaways where Two Flower, I think, in the voice of David Attenborough, which is itself very strange, comes up and explains concepts of the Discworld to you in front of a chalkboard. It's completely nuts. Anyway, I hadn't done talking to you. We're talking about...
Why is the librarian a monkey?
Uh-oh.
Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
He's not one of them. He's an orangutan.
But it's the same thing.
No, no, no. Your actual orangutan is one of the great apes, an arboreal denizen of the subtropical rainforest. If you ever want to go far in life, you must learn the value of proper nomenclature.
Nomenclature? But what's the difference between calling him an orangutan
Mikey, we're
or a
basking
monkey?
in we're basking in Rob Brydon doing a Irish
In
accent
general
while no
terms,
one
the
notices
difference
at the
is
moment.
whether you keep your teeth in your head or in your hat.
But how did it happen? I mean, should we really let arboreal subtropical fauna be the guardians of a major national library?
Well, he was human once, of course.
What? Really?
All part of a magical accident. Very tragic, you see, but there it is.
Furthering the
Any
accent, yeah.
embarrassing.
Luckily,
Seeing
this
him
isn't a
scratch himself
major
in the reference
character, so
section.
we don't need to
Doesn't
worry
he
too
want to be
much.
turned back
And I'm
into a
sure a
human?
lot of the other accents in the game will be
Says he likes
just
the long
as
arms, the
thoughtful.
prehensile toes, and the right to scratch himself in the reference section.
I say he just likes running around loose, not wearing trousers. I mean, I would.
Lola's essentially putting a content warning in chat. There's a lot of... Yeah, there's... I think there's
Right
like
on.
5 people voicing this game. And most of the voices are done by Rob Brydon, so he just puts on lots of different accents and voices. I can't remember if the senior wrangler really comes into it or
Would
not.
you believe he gets a full tenure for this? That doesn't work.
I double-clicked on him. You literally can't speak to him. That's insane. So, most of the people in this game you can speak to, and then, you know, there's just one of these whole scripts. One of these whole conversations. Right, however, I think we've hung around the university more than long enough. We have our objective. We've got the grumpy sob in the kitchen. We won't worry about him. We've got the library. There is another character in the library, but we don't need to speak to him yet, so I'm not going to. We're just going to leave. We're going to embrace some freedom. Have a look at that. In full 320 pixels or so. And then there's this guy. Oh, I always forget about this guy. Let's tuck around the back of the university for now, because
New improved Wonder Grow. Grows anything. New instant formula.
that sounds very adventure gamey. So I'll just put that in the luggage, because the luggage doesn't care how big. Now there was a chime when I picked it up. That usually means something relatively important is happening.
That
Excuse me.
doesn't work.
The door doesn't work, apparently. And then, of course, there's the window.
Illumination is a fine thing. I wish I could see in. That doesn't work.
And that doesn't work. So again, it's not like I can't reach it or something like that. The default answer is just that doesn't work. And I guess that's why they put all the the money into the unique animations rather than the unique responses for why certain objects don't work. We've got a
Actually, it's
pond
been a while
here.
since I had a bath.
Oh God!
That doesn't work.
But you won't bathe in the pond. Okay. And then we've got the apprentice wizard and a bag.
What's this then? Prunes, finest quality,
Oh,
extra dark
Cut the
old
screen in a
bowel bust.
weird way here.
Yuck. How do you open the gate?
They've changed the wasp names. The hand wriggles. It's
This
a
is
whole
really
new
different. This
spell.
hasn't happened
So
before
show me the new spell.
to me.
Can't.
Well,
The spell's a secret.
it's lined up where Rincewind's off the screen while he's having the conversation. Usually this is a really like centered shot, but now we're like getting just a huge close up of the gate. So again, we've got all the different emotional states. I think one of them, the question, will be how do I open the gate? So we can, for example, treat it very objective based, and we'll just go straight to that.
The hand wriggles, please.
Yeah, right. Look, you just wiggle them like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like this.
Yeah, I don't know why they let Rincewind stay here. Oh, I forgot that happens.
Yes, almost. Now try it like that.
Like this.
Oh God. Like that, just like that.
Right you are, son. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'd like a nice lie down.
This
What about the gate?
is...
Aren't you going to guard it?
Oh, who gives them monkeys?
Uh-oh. So yeah, it's not just Rincewind. Anyone who says the word
Did you
monkey
get the
anywhere
number
just
of
gets
that donkey
punched by the
court?
librarian, because the librarian is very sensitive about this sort of thing. However, this is another example not only of the question mark being something that advances the plot in some way, but also I've now spawned a frog from my own throat, which I forgot happens. I knew that the frog would be in the pond, but not that it came from within Rincewind. And because we basically conducted that joke, we now have a very useful frog, which I'm going to try and grab in a moment.
What's that you're eating then?
Prunes. Just a little nourishment to tide me through till lunchtime.
Can I have one before I go?
Having one before you go is the whole point of prunes.
Way.
And no, you can't.
This guy's rude.
So, this is it? You just stand here all day getting a wage for eating prunes?
Certainly, someone's got to do it. It's a plum job.
This is... I've never got that joke before. Oh, that's horrible. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, Rincewind's always outraged by the fact that no one in the university does any work, even though he lives in the attic and doesn't appear to do any work.
Nice weather.
Since classes in wind whistling, rain making and lightning throwing are all scheduled for today, I think that's being a wee bit premature.
Oh, God. Again, just like a unique animation for one little prank that happens
I'll
once
catch you
and never
later then.
again. Right, you.
Another senior wrangler in the making.
Well, we get a chime when we pick it up. That's how we know it's a plot-relevant frog. Is there any other kind? Now, Akilo, thank you for joining us. I've never said that out loud, so I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Oh, God in heaven. Rincewind's the king of percussive maintenance. Just kick the university gate open. And now, we're in Ankh-Morpork. This is completely different. This is another bit of a throwback, but when my family and I first played this back in the 90s and we got to this point, we were all like sitting back a bit like, oh, because now we've got the entire city. And, watch out, the dragon's actively rampaging. We can't be hurt by it, but like, it's not static, it's actually, he goes into the palace. Of course, the dragon's not in the palace, and I do know that. We're now essentially trying to hunt down the things that will find the lair of the dragon. But we can go to the palace first. The inn. The inn? Oh, I honestly don't know. The broken drum from the books is somewhere here as well. And I don't remember where. The shades. The street. I'm having to remind myself of the map. Sorry, everyone. It's been a few years since I've actually touched on this. I keep talking about the palace, so we're going to go to the palace first. Here they are.
So, anyway, how's the wife?
Oh, not so bad. How's yours?
Oh, doing well, doing well.
Tony Robinson
We
doing his
thought we might
best
invite you two
northern
around for dinner
accent.
tomorrow night. I've made a chocolate cake, strawberry pudding, and duck's
Who
foot
is this
casserole
down here?
with
I've never
leaf
known
mould.
who it is
I've
down
made
in
a
the bottom
chocolate
right.
cake, strawberry pudding, and duck's foot casserole.
I think
with
he's
leaf
trying to get
mould.
out the dungeon.
Leaf mould.
Oh, sorry. Did I say leaf mould? I meant caramel. Anyway, there'll be dashings of everything. You know the wife. She likes to cook.
Yeah, but is this a good idea? I thought she was.
I can't
watching her
interact, by
weight.
the way. They're just
Why
doing
should she
this.
watch her weight?
There's a lot of this
you
in this
know,
game. You'll just
after
show
last
up and you
time,
have to watch a
she
comedy
accidentally ate
sketch.
that camel.
Oh, she's not overweight. She's just, she's just cuddly.
Yeah, cuddly. Very, very cuddly. With humps.
So, how's your wife then? Did she get that thing off her face?
Thing? What thing?
The hairy thing.
It's
That's
so
a beauty
awful, the
spot,
comedy in
that
this
is.
game, but it always gets me.
Oh, I see. A bit long for a beauty spot, isn't it? No, I mean, in area.
Look, moustaches are supposed to be a sign of sensuality.
What, on women?
Listen, are you calling my wife ugly?
No.
Good. I'd have been ever so cross if you did.
Again, and we've got the cursor back, we're back in control. It's all a series of jokes that gives you a clue that essentially these guards are constantly making passive-aggressive comments about one another's wives, and they're both really sensitive about it. So, can I go in the palace? No, of course not. I'm just Rincewind. Why would I be allowed in the palace? So, what we need to do is essentially get these guys to argue, and then I'm allowed in. Of course, there's no clue how to do that from these. It's just about stringing jokes together in such a way that they start kicking off at one another.
Look, could you just let me in, please?
Just cuddly, that's
Clear
right. Can you let me in? Clear off.
Now, that's what I call a guarded conversation.
Hey. Like, again, a lot of these are just
Now,
useless.
that's what I call a guarded conversation.
Just puns and jokes and things like that.
Look, this is important. I demand that you two idiots let me go inside.
Clear off.
So again, if you get angry, it's not going to work. Can we ask a searching question that leads the conversation into those two having an argument?
I don't think you should pay him any attention. That's love, that is. Putting up with an old bag of a wife.
What?
Well, your friend here was saying how massively unattractive your wife actually is.
No, just mostly unattractive. I'm sure she actually got in a beauty. Help!
And that's it. So now, just thump each other.
Oh, good, a palace goon.
I don't think you can say goon anymore. And now we're in. So that's Rincewind's version of social engineering, is to just get the two guys to argue one another, knowing for a fact that they are... Oh no! Oh no! Lola might recognise this guy. This guy is nuts. So yeah, this room is another room that's basically full of conversations, which we can get to, but they're all gonna be very, very, very comedic. So we'll just raid the place first for a few pick-me-ups to really get the inventory on the go. This, for example,
Not a bad little mirror, that.
not a bad little mirror, that. Add that to the inventory like so. Gave the chime. This is actually very, very important. This is really going to come into it soon. We have the dressing table.
Eye makeup, rouge, hair cream, all seems a bit dandified if you ask me. Ah, the jumbo size. Love those lampricks. Right, that's it. Poke a man in the ribs,
Oh,
let's see
God.
how you do without it.
I forgot this. If you click Rincewind and he doesn't like it, it takes the mouse away. He'll just make you sit there now.
all right. You can have it back if you promise to use it wisely.
It's just... It's very, very... Very, very... Yeah. Talking about palace gooning. Maybe this is the palace gooning room. It has a mirror. It has a bath, actually. There you go. Everything we need.
Last time I saw a ring as big as that, there were druids dancing round it.
Oh, God.
Clever. We needn't see whoever's in the bath. Thank God for small mercies. That doesn't work.
The curtain doesn't work objectively as a curtain. We have it on official form. There we go. In chat, Goosebumps adventure game. I've never heard of a Goosebumps adventure game. That's actually genuinely quite interesting. I think I'm sequence breaking because I know I can go over here later, but I can't right now.
Actually, if you're going to spend all day in a chair, I think you'd be better off opting for something with more lower back support.
So this is, of course, the Patrician Lord Veterinary. Should we get the conversation with the fool out the way?
Actually, if you're going to...
I think we should.
A suspiciously animated jester's staff. Hello?
No, it's a visitor, isn't it, Chucky? A visitor, yes it is.
Oh, Chucky, Chucky, Chucky! Come look here, come look here! Mr. Pencil Head says hello.
Hello. He said hello to us, Chucky. Oh, Chucky, Chucky, Chucky.
So brace yourself for about 5 minutes of basically this. We'll go straight for the clown because he's a clown.
Excuse me, I think I must have missed something.
Missed it? Missed it? Oh, very good, very good. He's good, isn't he, Chucky?
He's good, he's very good. Yes, he's very good indeed. Oh, Chucky, Chucky, Chucky!
Are you all right?
Oh, are we all right, Chucky? Are we all right?
Come look here, come look here!
I think I'm just going to lie down for a little while.
It's so stupid. Lola and I will do that to this day though. If something weird is happening, we'll just go, "You alright? You alright?" Ah, Chucky, Chucky, Chucky.
Look, I was wondering if I could get some information off you.
Information, information.
Information, Chucky? About lizards? About dragons, yes?
Well, yes.
I'm
all
always
right.
going Chucky, Chucky, Chucky when something
about
cracks
dragons
me.
then, Uncle.
Look, could you just keep it down a little, please?
Dragons, Chucky. Chucky doesn't like dragons.
However,
Shut up! Quiet! Tell me what you know.
Tell what?
What about the dragon?
What dragon?
The dragon that threatens the city.
Chucky, Chucky! He knows about the dragon.
or the patrician doesn't like it.
Quiet!
Dragon, Chucky, dragon.
Now look,
Oh
Guess
God,
what I
11.
am now?
pouring,
No. No, guess again.
a teapot.
Yes, teapot. Teapot, Chucky. Oh, Chucky, Chucky, Chucky. Oh,
Stop it! Stop acting insane!
insane? Did you say insane?
Yeah? Yes?
Chucky doesn't like it when
Oh.
I'm called insane. My mother called me insane once. She said it right before she died.
Ooh. Right. Well, excuse me, I think there's someone calling me.
Yeah, so there's a sinister undertone to the Fool, and the vast majority of what he says is nonsense. But you can also see that, yeah, there's an undercurrent of, like, he knows the dragons in the city, he knows what's going on. But I think, kind of like in real life, really, when you're the jester, you just literally have carte blanche to act the Fool, so he doesn't have to do anything. I can't honestly remember, because there's such a bombardment of stupid humour, if I've done all the icons or not. I don't think I've done the grin.
Yes, what might your name be?
It's secret.
Eh?
I can't tell you, but Mr. Flower knows.
Oh, well, if you like. Hello, Mr. Flower.
What? He's all wet. Oh, Chucky, Chucky, Chucky.
Well, excuse me, I think there's someone calling me.
Yeah, I think,
This seems like a good cue to cease this whole silly conversation.
well, he's got it in one. Yeah, essentially that's just a bunch of madness that you can indulge in. We can talk to these people, but I've got the mirror. I don't want to... I'm very aware that most of the stream is just me sitting here giggling at these really silly jokes. So I'm trying to get some objects on the go, but like all of the people in that queue just have a bunch of really silly jokes that they can tell. But there will be like clues in that as well, and there'll be something offhand that someone says that tells you that you need to go somewhere and sort something out. So it's very strange how it all works. Let's go to the park. Let's calm down a bit, I think, after all that. Settle down a little bit. There we go.
Keep off the grass.
Oh.
Actually, since they irrigate this stuff with river water, I'm surprised they even need the sign. The stench should be enough to simply move you right along.
There's a lot of stuff that's jokes from the books. It's non-canonical to the books as I understand it, but a lot of stuff like references that the Ankh really stinks, for example, the River Ankh. If I double-click that, he won't even say that doesn't work. That's really unusual.
Comfy looking bench, that.
Again, that is a really weird clue. He won't interact with that. This, you can probably tell.
Lampus Illuminaticus. No fooling this wizard. I've taken an advanced course in lamp recognition, I have.
Alright, and how's that worked out? Yeah, as you can tell, this is kind of a place for later, but what's interesting is the game will let you go there anyway. It's quite open in that respect. The shades is sinister. The square is full of idiots. Yeah, I think we need to go to the square. The street. The alley. Ah. Uh-oh. Okay. Now, I hadn't really thought about it before, but the alleyway is a little bit pixel hunty. You have to kind of pixel hunt on the... Oh, okay. Yep. It's another day in Ankh-Morpork. Yeah, you have to ascend... That's a complete non sequitur, and it's completely put me off. You have to pixel hunt the map of Ankh-Morpork a little bit. You also have to pixel hunt around here, which I'll show you why in a moment. But for example now...
Thomas Silverfish, alchemist extraordinaire.
So Thomas Silverfish is a character from the books. He's the one who helped invent the moving pictures.
Home to a common house mouse, if I'm not mistaken.
You're not mistaken.
That drain pipe leads into the alchemist's shop. Maybe it's to let the fumes out or something.
And yeah, we're going to see Thomas Silverfish. But yeah, like there's all sorts of quips and jokes. Here he is, and he has a fireplace. He has quite a well-equipped little lab.
Someone should do something about that.
Would you like to touch the fire?
That doesn't work.
No, I don't think so.
There are some things best left unknown.
The flask.
What's in here then? Looks like cooking oil.
Cooking oil. Yeah, another clue.
Indoor plumbing. Now, whoever said Ankh-Morpork lacked all the mod cons?
Yeah, as Luke's saying in chat, sometimes you have to, in games like this, wait for the mouse to change shape. However, you might have noticed while watching this, the mouse doesn't change shape, it's just a sparkle wherever you put it. So these strips, if I just hadn't looked up, if I'd have stayed on kind of eye level, I wouldn't notice these strips. These are film strips.
Strange. Lots of little pictures. And there's little holes in the sides.
And here he is.
Eureka! I found it. Finally, it works. My octocellulose has been perfected.
What works?
Nothing. Nothing works at all.
Oh, go on, you were saying something right now.
No, I wasn't.
It was all about octo something.
Shh! Not so loud. All right, but wizard's oath on this. You have to swear to keep all this a secret.
Oh, all right.
Well,
what?
well, let's hear it then.
It's a secret oath.
I promise I won't listen.
No, that's no good. Tell you what, I'll have to say it in mime. Tell you what, I'll have to say it
That's
in
the weird
mime.
bug where it duplicates a line.
You can't say further than that. Anyway, here before you, you see a new age in entertainment. With my new octocellulose, I'll revolutionize the world. My octocellulose has been perfected.
Eh?
My fortune is made. Moving pictures will soon be the talk of the age.
You've been standing too close to the boiling mercury again, haven't you?
Every true genius has his vice. It helps us to get ahead.
Putting your head in a vice is the best idea you've had all day. Moving pictures, how does it work?
Well, the strips of octocellulose are transparent. When you paint on them and shine light through from behind, it
He's
projects a
actively
picture
inventing the film
onto a
industry.
wall. You just run the strip through a box filled with gears and springs.
It's a bit noisy.
The clicking noise is all part of the atmosphere.
What paints the pictures?
There's an imp inside this box. All I do is open up the window and the imp makes the pictures. It paints the frames as fast as I can wind the strips past him.
An imp, eh? Anyway, what are you going to call this new system?
I'm not sure.
Well, it's easy enough. What is their most unique characteristic?
They're moving pictures that click.
Well, there you go. Call them that.
Of course. Clickies. Thank you.
Little Mercury as a treat. I mean, he did say it was a vice. And yeah, the joke is that he doesn't get a whole rigmarole conversation. That's kind of basically a skit, and it's kind of a tie-in to the Discworld books that he's inventing the moving pictures of the book of the same name. But he did mention something that's quite... You see the luggage moving as I click it. That's what I was talking about earlier. So I think now we can read the book.
Featherwinkle's can't detect drag.
Double click to read the book, not right click. And this will actually remind us of our current objectives. The Dragon's Breath.
Dragon's breath? Nope. A container made of the strongest ferrous metal.
A spring.
A spiral of never-failing induction.
Oh, sorry, a spiral of never-failing induction, obviously.
A staff of tumultuous thaumaturgy.
And that's the staff that we talked about with Windlepoons. Now I'm curious what Nawakila's saying about carrying mercury in your pockets for the wild wizards in the alleyways. I mean, it's New Year's Eve. It might come into it. We just don't know. And of course, hang on.
A miniature creature of excitable chitters.
Miniature creature of type what is imp. An imp. And what did he say he's got in this box?
Looks like a little home for a very little creature.
For a very little creature that makes excitable chitters.
Maybe it's a little home. A cable release. I wonder...
There he is. I want it. Give me the imp. Give me the imp, fool.
Maybe it's a little hole.
Oh, I'm kind of bullying him. But yeah, this is the imp we need. And there's a whole rigmarole, it being an adventure game, for me to get it.
Leave the imp alone.
And of course, this guy's not into it.
Funny little blighter.
Leave the imp alone.
Ah,
Leave the camera alone.
can't you go huff some mercury somewhere so we can get on with this? But yeah, that is one of the objectives that we need. We need to get the imp from the alchemist. So that's kind of why we beeline to here, because I was getting way too waylaid at amusing myself, giggling at all the giggling at all the things. Now, we mentioned pixel hunting earlier. This doesn't light up at all, but it's very important. And it's never explained why this happens, but if you walk over this, this starts happening, and you end up here. And this is very important. He looks very sad to be there now. Probably not a great way to get about. There's a sign here.
Assassin training track. Well, I suppose they have to be taught somewhere.
The brush.
Gold, eh?
A gold chimney brush. This guy's doing well.
Yes, that will be the tower in the town square. I never did like post-dynastic architecture much.
I've double-clicked the tower, and he's going over to it. I forgot that works like that. He's using the rooftops to get to the tower. Okay, I've accidentally skipped ahead to quite an important part. Now, obviously, Rincewind in the books would have no truck with this. He would not be climbing towers. He would not be trying to hang upside down on flagpoles or this kind of thing. But we have a monstrously good look at this guy now. Don't think about that. Oh, no.
A bit slippery, is it?
It's fine, I assure you.
Maybe you'd better just spit on your hands.
That's going to make it even slippier, isn't it?
Might be worth a try.
But then I'll slip and die.
Is that really so bad, philosophically speaking?
It is from where I stand, yes.
Death does have its positive aspects, you know. It's easy to do lying down. Also, have you ever considered the saving on food, rent, and clothing?
Are you saying that this is my appointed time to die?
Well, since you put it like that, no. But I thought, there he is. And I'm happening to be passing, you know. It's a kind of outreach policy.
If it's all the same, I'd rather wait.
Oh, if you insist. I'll see you later.
How much later?
Don't start reading any long books.
Obviously, it's an adventure game, so you can't actually die.
I do wish that creature wouldn't keep looking over this way and licking its chops.
But death is actively in the game, it being a Discworld thing. And, yeah, as now Akilo points out, he's a little bit different than he is in the book. Death in the Discworld books is very, kind of kind, almost. He's quite indifferent to life and death in the way that we would think about it as human beings. But in this game, if death chances upon Rincewind doing something stupid, he will kind of sidle up and be like, well, since I'm here, do you want to maybe like hurry it along and we'll just cut a few corners? Which is he seems to actively encourage it. No one really likes Rincewind in this game. It's a little unfortunate. I've just realized something. I can't solve this puzzle because my pocket is missing the object I need. So we've climbed up here for nothing.
I do wish that creature wouldn't keep looking over this way and licking its chops.
But the dragon is aware of us, and when we're on the tower, the dragon can see us. This is not good. Enjoy your nap, Luke, and thank you for the luck. All helps the algo. I've forgotten how to get down. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, God in heaven. There we are. So what we need to do from here, we've got to go through all this rigmarole. I don't know if I can skip this animation or not. No, because it's the 90s, so they want to show that computers can do this. We need to get back to street level, and we need to obtain the item that's going to attract the dragon over to the tower, which is an incredibly bad use of your time. Don't do it if you ever are in the neighborhood. Oh yes, sorry, now Akila, yes. This is Discworld. This is the first Discworld adventure game. They made 3 of them in the 1990s. And kind of much like Nawakilo's pointing out, this was my first exposure to the Discworld franchise as well. And then my family and I learned from there that it's a whole book series. We just encountered it as it was a demo disc on a magazine in like 1994. So we played the demo of this game. And we just found it hilarious because we'd never encountered a game that can talk before. We were quite new to like PC ownership in general, because in the 90s you kind of had to be talked into owning a PC. It was a bit of an extravagance. It's kind of like having what an air fryer is now. So yeah, it's but this is not really canonical to the books in any way. It takes a few plot elements from the various books and kind of cribs them a little bit. So, for example, we saw downstairs there that Silverfish is inventing moving pictures, and then there's going to be some parts that are taken from Guards, Colour of Magic, that kind of thing.
Good morning, Timmy. Fine day for it.
For what?
Oh, for whatever innocent folk like we can find to do up here on the rooftop.
Have you ever fallen down?
Oh, yes. Tons of times.
Well, if you don't want a repeat performance, try shutting up.
The day is coming when people like you will have to look up to folk like me.
Probably easiest from the ground, then.
What?
Looking up at you, I mean. Probably easiest when done from the ground. Actually, I think I might just get in as little looking up at you right now, in fact. I'll just go down to street level in a quiet, orderly fashion, then, shall I?
Right. A bit of a sinister undertone to what that guy said. One day you will want to be looking up to me. That's going to come into it a bit later. He also sounded a bit like Paolo Nutini, which kind of surprised me. I need to grab this ladder, I think. Can I do it yet, or am I thinking ahead of myself? There we go. Oh, thanks. The luggage is very rarely that helpful, so I'm happy. That's the way down, if you can believe that. It's very convoluted. But in order to get back down to street level to obtain the object I need... And again, this is fully animated, it's a whole thing. This causes a ruckus, gets chucked out of the house. And there you have it. Right, so I pointed out he's back. As so much goes on in this game, I get distracted. Uh-oh. Not good.
From the Assassin's Guild, I presume.
Did you get the number of that donkey cart?
Another joke, and another tastefully rendered accent. Yeah, so we have the mirror in the pocket. I pointed out earlier that the luggage is your inventory, and Rincewind has a separate inventory in which you can only carry a few things. Very occasionally, the luggage can't follow Rincewind like we saw on the rooftops. So I forgot, because I forgot that the tower would activate when I clicked on it in that way from the rooftops. I forgot to take with me the object I need to give to the dragon. So we're going to do that now, which means going back to this blank, nondescript slate again. I think we found this by accident when I first played this. And up he goes. I haven't saved for a while. There's no real danger in the game, but I should save because it's an old game and I don't know if it will just decide to leave sometimes. There we go. And then we're going to head back to the tower and we're going to do something deeply foolish with our time. Because the dragon can see us on the tower and we need to obtain dragon's breath for the item that we're making to track the dragon's lair. I think the dragon's just roosting there right now. I'm not really up on dragon. Oh, just the tip.
It's got a knob on the end.
Way. So we have here the mirror. This is another one of those things that as a kid I'd not really encountered creatures like this, and I have this fear of creatures that I can't rationalize and reason with. So this actually really, despite being a cartoon, kind of scared me as a kid what's about to happen. I think I must have been about 7 or 8. And so we got the mirror, we've hung it on the end of the thing, like this. Why would we do this? Because, perfectly intuitive adventure game design, we need to glint sunlight off so that it attracts the dragon, annoys the dragon, and the dragon comes over.
Ooh, magnificent. Now get out there and slay them.
And the dragon's very vain. Last time we haven't been there, the luggage was waiting to catch the mirror, so we have the dragon's breath on the mirror. And there we have. There we have it. Yeah, Lola's pointed out in the chat, and this will probably come into it as we continue streaming this game. The parts of the game that I've forgotten or don't remember, this game, like that is... that would have taken us hours back in the day to work out. You would never think to put the mirror in Rincewind's independent pocket, let alone take it up to the tower. And both of those are necessary in order to get the object. Nor would you really think to... Yes, and as now Kilo points out, the dragon's got this very sort of sultry voice, which has this reverb effect to it. I think that it ties into how in the books dragons kind of communicate telepathically with people, because dragons in the Discworld are semi-fictional, so they only exist if you kind of think about them hard enough. So as part of that, they're sort of an aspect of your own subconscious, because they look like what you think they're going to look like, and they just think at you. It's very weird and eldritch. But the luggage has very helpfully run to the other side of town and picked up the dragon's breath.
Dragon's breath? Look.
So we have one of the key ingredients. That is 1 out of 4. 5. I always forget the spring. The imps in the alley, we can't get that right now. But yeah, as we've been touching on, as we get deeper into the game, things are going to get a lot more complicated, and I'm going to forget things. So there is going to be a lot of wandering around, doing silly stuff. We could go back to the palace and listen to some jokes. We should. I'm going to show you where the tower base is, because it doesn't really make sense out of context of it. Why is he going around town to go here? Okay, here we go. So this is the square where the mirror fell down that had the dragon's breath on it. It came down over here, like so. Oh, that is a good point now Kilo has brought up. Dragons are sultry in Rincewind's mind, otherwise why does he hear the voice like that? Maybe Rincewind loves the dragon. Maybe Rincewind's attracted to the dragon. These are all the things that we don't really think about. Yeah, this is the square. This is full of conversations, and of course, this being Discworld, most of the conversations are stupid. Shall we shoplift? The answer is always yes if it's food. That's apparently the moral argument that I always hear.
The art of signposting is apparently long, long dead.
Right. Is this where I think it is? Is this a tasteful representation of neurodivergence in here? Yes.
Shut up, sit down, no talking. If you're mad, you don't want to run around infecting everybody else.
And here we are.
So, this world you cannot stand. Tell me how it makes you feel. Yes.
Oh
Yes, I
no.
see. A case of latent aggression, no doubt. Now, I want you to relax.
Sitting here with this
and
NHS
tell
receptionist.
me about your innermost feelings. When I say the word in question.
Oh no.
That's it. Now, here we go. Monkey.
Oh no, not the last the Argonian maid. I've never connected all of this stuff. Yeah, Lola's pointing out this is like a GP surgery waiting room in the UK, but this is actually based on, I think in the Discworld they call it psychiatry, basically, which would be quite a new science. This is a useful object.
Just tools of the trade, I suppose. Diploma, honours pass, cut me own throat, Dibbler's correspondence schools, psychiatry, grade 1. Well, at least local mental health is in good hands.
Have you been around Ankh-Morpork? It really isn't.
Vague, Trolls Weekly, Hovel Beautiful, Popular Siege Engineering. I hate waiting room magazines.
And then...
Shut up, sit down, no
Yeah.
talking. If you're mad, you don't want to run around infecting everybody else.
That's about as good as it gets. So we're stuck on this bench. This room doesn't really come into it just yet, but we're stuck on this bench, and there's these people here who are very tastefully depicted, kind of neurodivergent people. We can leave at any point. We're not stuck here, but this is just a whole aside. Let's talk to Tony Robinson the Troll.
Evil, egg.
I'm sorry?
The eyes, the awful knowing eyes.
What's happened to you?
What redeems
couldn't
old girl
take
is Lola's
it.
asking. Yeah.
Not
I've only
happy.
just started
My
shooting. I don't get
brain's
redeems
gone
yet,
potty.
but God knows what we're gonna
Ah, get them off me. They're all green.
get. So there's a lot of this in Discworld. People will burble, just complete non sequiturs.
Oh, now let me guess. You're a patient here, aren't you?
Oh no, I'm just here for background colour. Here, chuk 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 chuk. Dark they were, and golden their eyes. The bells, the bells.
Ah, jolly good. Carry on. Who, me?
Remove stains while it disinfects.
This guy is-
makes
this-
whites brighter than bright.
Look, I'm afraid I can't handle
I
this
think
right
he
now.
just essentially.
Millennium Hand and shrimp.
If you'll excuse me, I believe I'm needed somewhere else.
I should remember that when people start burbling nonsense. I don't think I can handle this right now.
You wouldn't be a loony by any chance, would you?
No.
My dear sir, I'm shocked, nay, hurt at the insinuation.
Eh?
I am a victim of circumstance.
When you can't say
Nothing
things like this.
more.
That and the fact that he's barking mad.
Don't you start
Now,
either.
look, the young, the dark, the crab-wise.
Oh, no.
We're off to see the wizard,
God.
the wonderful wizard of Ankmore Park.
That's Tony Robinson, everyone. That's Tony Robinson of Blackadder and Time Team fame.
Excuse me, I seem to be in the wrong conversation.
The willow.
Yes, look, let's not pursue that, shall we?
It's very delicate, you know.
How do you change voices like that?
Change it like what?
You did it just then.
It's called bucketing.
Channeling?
No, bucketing. It's like channeling, only it doesn't drain away afterwards. It all just sort of sloshes around in there and dribbles out at random.
Okay,
The
I'm
winter
starting to
evenings
find
must
him.
just fly by.
Finding him relatable as he introduces that, but I just like. I'm not prepared for
This
this.
seems like a good cue to cease this whole silly conversation.
Rincewind literally standing up and screaming it out the door. Do we dare talk to this woman?
No, I can't seem to do that.
No, that's right. We have to essentially solve the problems of these various creatures before... creature and a woman. A bit of tacit misogyny leaking through there. We have to solve the issues of these people so that we get to move up the bench, and eventually we'll get upstairs
This goes up to the office, I
to
presume.
where the psychiatrist is. But this is all a complete distraction. This is a famous character from the books, so we'll talk to Dibbler quickly.
Dragon detector, sir?
We do need a dragon detector now you mention it.
What?
Can I interest you in a dragon detector, sir? I'll only charge you cost price, a single shilling. I'm cutting my own throat.
A dragon detector? How does it work?
Easy as pie, sir. This rod has a piece of wood.
Oh, he's
tied
launching
to
into
it.
the spiel
When
now,
you
big
get
hand
close to a
gestures.
dragon, the wood turns to ash.
How close?
Very well, you caught me there, Governor. Slight design flaw. Tell you what, I'll halve the price. 2 shillings and it's yours. I'm cutting my own throat.
Now there's a little mouse walking around here. I don't remember how we catch him or why he's important, but there is a little mouse walking around on his back legs anthropomorphically.
Oh, no. Let me guess. The lovable street merchant.
Cut me own throat, Dibbler, at your service, sir. Care to buy a dragon breath proof vest, sir?
Is it guaranteed?
It's never been destroyed by dragon's breath yet, sir.
Not
So
necessarily
Dibbler,
a strong
true to form, is cashing in
recommendation,
on
though,
the
is it?
dragon
I mean,
crisis.
it's never been engulfed by lava or trampled by penguins either.
There you are, sir. 3 guarantees for the price of 1.
Oh, thank you.
Well, how's about dragon pinwheels, sir? Cloisson pins, flags, or we have dragon repellent. Only 1 shilling gets you a bottle. Tell you what, sir, I shouldn't be doing this. I'm cutting my own throat. Money back guarantee.
Oh,
You
Lola
get your
is
full
reminding
cash back
me
if, in fact, the dragon
of
is
something about
personal application only, of course.
Not
The
today,
troll, I
thank you.
think, that we
Not
trap him in
tomorrow
the pot.
either.
Are there penguins on the Discworld? I'm not 100%. I think there might be. I don't honestly remember. It depends if it leads to a joke or not, I suppose.
What's that smell? roasting loincloths.
Sausage in a bun, sir. Wholesome and nutritious. I'll tell you what, I'll sell 3 for the price of 1. A single penny. I'm cutting my own throat.
Nah, thank you.
He's always on the take, this guy.
Care to buy it?
No,
But you never even heard my pitch.
I thought I'd save time.
We can go back and try it from the top if you'd like, sir.
No, we're not doing the whole conversation again.
Oh,
Thank you,
excuse me,
Dibble.
I think there's someone calling me.
Right, I've actually forgotten what we're carrying around. We have the frog. I don't remember why we need the frog. I remember why we need the ladder. Can I throw the tomato at the mouse? No, I think I throw the tomato at something else. It looks like I'm doing stuff at random, but this is an adventure game. That's how we're going to solve it. A lot of humour in the woman, in terms of how the woman's dressed and that kind of thing. It's of its age. We can get into it, but first, we'll throw a tomato at the tax collector. How about it? Yeah. Fuck the police! Yeah!
It's a frame-up.
Oh,
Pardon?
They can't do this to me. I'm the tax collector.
I think that's why we're doing it to you.
This isn't funny. I can't believe this.
Maybe
Fast
you should take
tracks of
stock of your
humour.
situation.
Now listen.
Too bad. Now your reputation's gone to rack and ruin. Still, I suppose it's taught you a lesson. Torture, get it? Not a good pun, but then, what is?
Everyone's a
Don't get it.
comedian. Except you, mister. Help!
What? You're the tax collector, aren't you? What are you doing in there?
Begging without a permit. I asked my codger for money and he blew the whistle on me. Next thing you know, they got me in here. This is harassment in the course of duty, I'll tell you. Let me out of here! They can't do this to me. I'm the tax collector.
Ah, has someone collared your market?
Watch it.
Must be what they call a tax squeeze, innit? Ooh, and do I think I'm up?
Very funny. I
Rincewood's
remember
very
you,
mean in this game.
pencilhead.
He's a lot
I'm
more meek
perfect
in the books.
Thingy. Begins with M. You know, I never forget.
Forget what?
Faces. My business relies on my memory for faces.
They must be your stock in trade.
Oh dear. Yeah, no, no options in that conversation. And I've also wasted a perfectly good tomato. I think I can do it again as often as I want. Oh, this one's got a worm in it. And that's how we get the mouse, obviously. And there you have it. I think that was a timed event I just did by accident. Who can see the worm? Can you see the worm? Here's the worm. You telling me you can't see that? Come on, guys. Oh, look at him.
Actually, it's more like a grub than a worm.
Yeah, alright, okay. We're splitting hairs. I'm losing myself in the randomness of the game and I'm forgetting the goals and objectives. I think I was going to be chucking a tomato at the... It's a complete waste of time, but I'm going to do it. How often do you get to do this? Find me your local tax collector and throw a tomato at him and let me know how it goes. Come on, we've got to live out our fantasies a little bit. There we go. Yeah, you just got to take it. That's about it. Anyway, that's enough of all that. We do have more hilarious old people over here.
Is he one?
Oh, God.
What?
One of them, you know.
What? With a whip?
Yes, he's one of them.
Probably. He's wearing a hat.
Well, I'm not standing for it. Young man, are you one of them?
I don't think they're dwarves. I think they're just very small. But they're another. But I think, what are we looking at time? I've only got half an hour left. I think we'll just do a couple of these jokes and leave these guys, because I don't think they actually...
Oh, why, it's us. The rootinest, tootinest, shootinest.
Hats and whips.
And gold.
Inside temples.
What? Missionaries?
No, the other ones. Nasty natives with spiders and snakes. Yuck. So you mark my words.
They're retired adventurers, basically. There's a lot of this in the Discworld where all the adventurers have got old because they actually succeeded.
We're all
So they just got really old.
legendary heroes here.
They're just the regular kind of
so
little guys.
keep your ears open and you might learn a thing or two. Incidentally, on a point of detail, we only root and shoot. We never toot. Well, hardly ever.
And I mean, yeah, we can go for days with this.
I'm not exactly sure what you...
There's just so
Yes.
much of it.
Oh, no.
Oh, all right. Yes, then.
Oh, funny. He doesn't walk like one.
It's hard to tell in that dress.
Ah, I think I can see how this is going.
Oh, God.
It's a case of humorous misunderstanding, yes?
Sorry? What's that?
I'm not going to fall for it.
You shouldn't think so, in that dress.
You see, you're just taking perfectly ordinary remarks and trying to
Oh,
make
how
some
unlike this
joke out of
game.
Oh, come on. There's not much to laugh at in our job.
it. I can see that.
We need a bit of fun.
This might not be much, but it's better than being up to your knees in blood.
I always got fascinated by the little dance he does when he's speaking. And his mouth doesn't animate when it happens either.
That
He
made
just
me
does a little
laugh.
jig.
You just said we didn't.
I mean, you killing dragons?
Oh, we've killed dozens of them in our day. And if you think you're a hero too, you'll want to find the dragon. So off you go. No point
That's
wasting
true,
any
actually.
time. You didn't see me wasting any time when I took out the dreaded Temple of Offla.
That's something that I haven't given these little guys enough credit. They actually have just half trauma dumped a huge keg of foreshadowing that relates to stuff we're going to be doing later. Because they are retired heroes, Rincewind's eventually going to need to seek their counsel.
Eh?
It's all depending on his destiny. I'm the kind of man that went out and made his own destiny.
What out of? Wood?
Come again?
Well, you carve a destiny, don't you?
Could be made of ivory.
Can't get the elephants these
God.
days.
How's about iron? Then you could forge a mighty destiny.
Too heavy. It has to be
And he's
wood.
doing his dance. They'll just get
There
lost
we
in
are,
their
young
rhetoric
man.
and they'll just go
Your
around in
destiny should be
circles.
made of wood. Don't go to the
A
desert.
keg of
It'll
foreshadowing.
get
I think that needs to be a
termites, and
unit.
then you
Maybe
have
that'll be the
only
units of the
destiny.
channel.
Had to
Kegs of
struggle a bit for
foreshadowing.
that one. Sorry.
Let's get angry at him.
Most certainly not. I've never been one of them.
Oh,
He doesn't look like one of them.
He's wearing a dress. It's the best way to tell.
there you go.
Ah, well, if you'll just excuse me, I think I hear destiny calling. Wanted for arson, suspect approximately 3 tons, 200 feet long, scaly. Wanted dead, definitely dead. Reasonable reward.
Oh, that sounds good to me.
Counterwise wine tasting at Bear Huggers Wineries. Please bring bucket to winery the day before you arrive.
That's an obscure joke about the books, about a type of wine that gets you drunk backwards, so you have the hangover the day before you drink it. So that's why they're saying bring the bucket to
Lost.
throw up in.
Small dog. Answers to the name of Gaspode. Talks too much. If found, keep.
Another book joke. Right, there's loads to do here that we could still be doing. I've accidentally completed the time event to get the worm as well, which is going to come into it later. Does anyone know what we use the worm for? It makes complete sense, except it doesn't. Because I think we use the worm to bait the imp. I wonder, can I do it now? Use the worm to bait the imp. Oh no, I've accidentally gone to the roof. You know when you're walking down an alley and then you accidentally get blown up and land on the roof? Oh my god, and then it's going to be a whole thing to get downstairs. But I've come back here because I think that we are supposed to feed the worm to the imp. I think this is not actually telegraphed anywhere that the imp would be interested in eating the worm, but it is why Rincewind insisted on getting the worm. So now I've got to shimmy my way over here. I've still got the ladder that I haven't made use of. I need to take that back to the university, because we had a very high up window, and that's how we get in that. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Can I skip the rigmarole? I'm not sure if I hit escape at the same time or if it's... Right, so I've got to be careful. If I tread on, I think, this panel, I need to sort of L-shape my way down here. There we go. There we go. Yeah, because it's not marked, I can't look at it. I can't do anything about it. Just as soon as I walk over there, he just gets flung onto the roof. So we're going to try and get the imp with the worm, but I can't remember the circumstances of how it is oh, bellows. Can I take these?
That doesn't work.
Mm.
The world just swims with possibilities.
I don't know what that means. We have a worm. You can't have it. Give it to the imp.
That doesn't work.
It does work, just not in the way I'm doing it. Do I put the worm down the sink?
That doesn't work.
Oh, do I put it in the mouse hole? Just a moment. This is the thing where when you know
This leads to the alleyway, if memory serves correct.
I've never heard that line. I've never looked at the door. If you know the solution to a puzzle, kind of the end result in this, it's very easy to...
That doesn't work.
Yeah, do things back to front. I know the worm's involved, but I can't remember the exactness of it, so I'm just... I know that I need to do this in some way. This is kind of what I was touching on earlier, where I'm going to start forgetting the solution. And some of the puzzles are extremely elaborate, which means I know that the worm's involved, and I know it leads the imp into the mouse hole, but I can't remember the moving parts that make that true. We've got the inn, or we've got the shades. The shades are very dangerous. We have a component. I can't remember where we get the coil. I know something we can solve. So we're going to go back to the university very briefly. We're not going to go there for too long because they're all mental. They're all completely bananas here. So we're going to go around the back like so. We have... Oh no, wait. I'm not sure I have enough to complete this either, because while this is true, I can now look inside at this guy, flipping his pancakes. Do you like clicking pancakes that are moving fast in motion? Because that's what we need to do here. Oh. Yeah, I don't have the thing I need either. I need the butterfly net. Do you remember the troll in the psychotricherist office? Has a butterfly net, and that's what we need to catch the pancake. That's coming back to me now, and what's better is it makes complete sense. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Lola does like to catch pancakes in midair. I've often suspected it, so it's nice to have that confirmed. This guy we're not going to deal with. We're going to leave the university altogether. We have not yet been to the Shades, so I'm going to do so. We have a lot of opportunities yet to explore.
I'd need a very good reason before I go into the Shades.
The Shades is an area where curiosity not only kills the cat, but ties lead weights to its feet and throws it in the river.
So that's one of Two Flowers' little asides again. And Rincewind will refuse to go here until he's given good incentive to do so. I don't 100% remember what that incentive is, so we're going to go to the inn, but eventually it will transpire that something needs to happen in the worst neighbourhood in the city that's so absolute. It's always nice here, I like it here. That he can't turn it down, so he has to there. In the interim, I mean, it's a bit barren here so far. This is another one of those places that comes into it a bit later.
Poetic, isn't it? Nope, I can't shift it.
I suppose that was optimistic.
Not only doors, but windows too. Wonders will never cease.
Alright, alright. I'm going to go in here.
No, seems to be locked. Well, either that or it's just pretty wallpaper.
So this is another one of those locations you can go to now, but nothing is, like, ready. Nothing's prepared. Somewhere in Ankh-Morpork there is the broken drum, but I'm not sure if I have to unlock it or if I can go to it, because that's a very important area, and I know it's in the west. I don't think you'd say west on the Discworld though, would you? You'd say, is that Turnwise? Is that Widdershins? Rimwoods? Rimwoods is when you go out. Hubwoods is when you go in. Oh god, here he comes. I need to correct my bearings a little bit. Now, stuck is a strong word, but the drum's absolutely not where I thought it was. The drum is completely not where I thought it was. But you see, only because I was moving the sparkle to the palace, I happened to glimpse the broken drum. That is, let's see, that is 3 pixels by 3 pixels. So I could, like, you just won't see the drum. It's just not here. So it's an interesting map. It is an interesting map, and we'll find other maps as we go through the game. Here's the broken drum.
Nice drum. Pity that it's broken, though.
Very, very famous place from the books.
Well, bouncing, being an active, happy sort of motion, obviously implies a playful nature. I hope he's going to be friendly to me.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, yes. I have every confidence.
Greetings.
Hello. Are you, it begins with a T. A troublemaker?
No.
Troublemaker?
Why do you ask?
Oh, well, I'm bored, see. That's the downside of being a bouncer. You have to wait minutes sometimes for the decent fight. It's too quiet, standing here with nothing to do. It gets so boring sometimes. I hit my own head for just something to do. I mean, unless someone actually asks you to thump them, there's nothing to do except wait.
You're paying for this?
Yeah, I just, begins with a T.
Kind of like
people.
in the Tolkien books.
At random?
I
Trolls
don't
have
use
Cockney
no
accents on the
complicated
Discworld,
stuff
like quite thick
like
Cockney
at
accents.
random.
With a lot of slang.
Thump
Lot of
people
thumping.
what caused trouble in Dubai.
Thumping people, what caused trouble in the
Sounds like a better
bar.
idea.
Saves wear and tear on the knuckles.
On the
Only thing
knuckles.
is the boredom. It's almost as if I hear people asking to be thumped. I might change my job to just thumping anybody who comes by. Do you think that's taking things too far?
Well, it's quite a jump.
Oh, God.
When you say that, I thought you say thump. Sorry, it's one of them mistaken identity thingies. Is your head all right?
Did you get the number of that donkey cart?
Didn't hit you too hard, did I?
Yeah, thank you, Mother. I'm fine.
Right, so we're kind of getting the gist of this guy.
Oh, sorry. There I go
Submissive
again.
and thumpable, as
Creature of
so many of us are.
impulse. You look a bit seedy. Are you all right?
I don't feel so good. I think I'm going into a bit of a slump.
No! So yeah, huge amount
sorry,
of very
sorry.
British wordplay in the game.
Where can I put me face? See, when you say that, I thought you say...
Yeah. Excuse me, I think I hear someone calling.
I'm not sure if that's a very international phrase, you know, where can I put my face? It's just basically when you're embarrassed. Oh, where can I put my face? It will let us in though. A little look to check. And then there's this music, for one thing. Yeah, learning. There's a lot. I mean, this is now Akila's pointing out the game was made in the UK, and it's got kind of UK comedy actors who do a lot of the voices. So there are a lot of Britishisms. It's why there's so much wordplay, for one thing, and all the puns and that kind of thing. People putting on accents, that kind of thing. All kind of stuff of its time. And also a lot of the humour is sort of quite surreal and random. You've got Eric Idle, who's playing Rincewind, and he was in Monty Python. So that kind of has a jog-on effect as well. There's a little guy. There's a picture. I don't think that line was voiced, although my volume's quite low. When we used to play this as when I was a kid and my parents used to go through it, they understood a lot of the jokes, obviously, a lot better. If my nan was round, she would hate us being in this pub because of this music track. Because it's just this drawling, awful music track. There's a braggart, there's a picture, there's a barman. Matches.
Oi, those are complimentary, those are.
So why can't I take one?
Well, you have to compliment the bar on its drinks first.
But I haven't had anything to drink.
That's all right. What are you having?
Yeah, we'll deal with you. He's on the hustle. He's on the take. Sinister eyes in the gloom.
Ah, yes. Standard gleaming white eyes, probably attached to a standard black shaggy monster. I wonder if it'd help if I sang about my favourite things.
So yeah, let's walk into the dark. Rincewind will refuse, so we can't come in here until we have a light source. He's got matches, he won't hand them over. Adventure game! Who's this drunk guy?
Actually, that's probably the best way of handling this city.
There's a scared guy. Let's talk to the scared guy. Have something in common with Rincewind.
No! Go away! No ghosts! No ghosts!
Relax, son. I'm a wizard. Let me buy you.
Relax, son.
So, what's all this about ghosts then, old son?
In my room, a vile
It's another
creature from the
British calling everyone
nethermost
old
depths.
son.
It took me gate pass and then it just left. Oh, I'll never forget the horror.
Gate pass? You said you'll never forget, as in you could give me a detailed account, blow by blow?
Rincewind's after a gate pass.
What? Just for the record, so to speak. Mind if I take all of this down?
Well, shouldn't I lie on a couch or something?
Feel free.
Would it improve matters?
Tell me about this gate pass.
Gate pass?
Sorry, did I say gate pass? Tell me about this ghost.
Oh, it was horrible. There it stood, all swirling and all spectral, a veritable vision straight out of the dungeon dimensions. It burst straight out of the doorway. I got a weak heart, I have. I fainted clean away.
Ah, fainted without seeing anything? Like the activities of this ghost, Vincent?
Rincewind's so conniving in this.
Well, I saw nothing except it reach below my jewel box, get the letter opener from the secret compartment beneath, then open the letter I'd hidden under the mattress, read the note inside, and use the combination in the note to open up the safe.
But apart from that, you remember nothing?
That's right. When I came to, my city pass was gone.
Now, of course, that was a very silly conversation, but it's also a pretty much blow-by-blow solution to a puzzle, which I think is in that inn that we couldn't get into earlier. And the reason he's bringing up a gate pass is we're in the city of Ankh-Morpork right now. We can't leave. I haven't really touched on this yet. We can't leave because of the dragon crisis without a gate pass. I don't know why this guy's important enough to have one, and why Rincewind doesn't as a citizen of the city, but that's the conundrum we're going to face a little
Busy
later.
night?
No, not particularly. Why?
Just wondering. What is there to drink?
Well, it's all a matter of suiting the clientele, friend. What do you think the sort of person who frequently frequents this bar would like to have for his drinkies?
His
What'll it be?
drinkies.
Is this one of those tough, brutal bars?
Yes.
Yeah. Not through actual planning, mind. I mean, it just sort of develops.
Then I'll have the usual. A glass of gin served at room temperature with a human air in it, please.
Oh my word.
I've just checked, and we're all out of gin.
Whiskey?
No.
Rice wine? Pernod? Absinthe? Scumble?
No.
Old Barrel Bender Stout?
I think it's off, sir.
Off? How can stout go off? It kills bacteria. You can clean privies with it.
Well, it's more sort of settled, sir. All the black colouring sort of swimming round the bottom. Same things happen to the elderberry wine. Well, I say the same thing, but it's more like lumpy. It's probably all right, though.
Ah, thank you. So what have you got that hasn't got lumps in it?
Oh, tons of stuff. Incidentally, sir, I don't know if you've noticed that rather impromptu pun there. Rather good, I thought. It could have meant tons, T-U-N-S, type of barrel, or tons,
Oh,
T-O-N-S, in its colloquial usage meaning lots.
Yeah. Very, very good, yeah. So, you've got lots then?
Well, no, not really.
So, is there anything here to drink today?
Well, yes, sir. It is a bar. I mean, not much use having a bar if there's no actual beer being served here. Today, we have beer actually on tap.
That doesn't
How
smell
about
like beer. That smells like Zymouse Lacantar Splenetic Emollient.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's very similar to beer, sir.
Similar? It's one of the most deadly prescription medicines ever devised by man. How can it possibly be similar?
Well, it is a liquid, sir.
Well, I'm not touching
Is
it.
that,
I'll
is
just
that
have
the
a glass of
criteria we're
water,
going
please.
for?
What? As in water taken from the river? You're braver than I thought.
Ah. I see your point. Well, give us a Zymouse Lacantar Splenetic Emollient then, please.
Had to briefly mute the mic there for the barking dog who heard something she didn't like, but it might have been the string of puns. So he's had a drink of something. We can take the tankard. Thank you very much indeed. I don't remember what we
One
need
tankard,
it for.
Brumeldium bladderbuster sized.
And then there's this guy. The beam? I don't remember the beam.
Good wood, this. Good wood, this.
He even repeats the line. Yeah, and he doesn't read this picture out either. There's so many. Yeah, now Wakila heard the dog. The dog was going to make a cameo at some point during the stream. It's actually 10 minutes from finishing. But basically, yeah, Lola and I rescue dogs, and rescue dogs.
A special merit medallion
this
winning
one he
cockatrice from the Wildlife Preservation Society's award ceremony for recently extinct species.
Oh my word. Rescue dogs can be a bit jumpy, so if our dogs hear something they don't like, they just start oofing. So Lola very kindly got me a one-touch mic that I can mute if I ever need
The
to.
one, the only, the invincible.
You what?
I'm important, me. I can't just go around answering any old greeting, you know.
Oh, well, bye
How
then.
would you prefer I greet you then?
Well, shoving a pint in my hand would be nice. I'm Fleabart the Incredible. Greatest thief in the multiverse. I've survived everything. I fought the ant god of quacks and he doesn't even exist. And I survived the valley of the scantily clad, amazingly well hairstyled Amazon women.
Oh, and this one is missing a voice again. This happens a lot in this game and it's very
I don't
strange.
believe a word of this.
Huh? You dare to doubt the greatest hero of our age? I'm known all up and down the river, I am.
The river?
Yeah.
The River Ank? Isn't that a little dangerous?
You have to watch out for all the goiters and the yaws.
What's yours?
Mine's another pint, thanks.
Hey.
Then there was the time I boast blah blah.
Barkeep, a drink.
So Rincewind will literally go and get a drink to avoid the conversation. We now have, I don't remember if I need to do something to his drink, but we can give him the drink and we'll just see how it pans out normally.
About those Amazon women.
And one hand, it's going succulent, rounded, meringue, a hot custard bath.
Oh, dearie me. And on he goes. I think.
Slithering,
Oh my god.
clawing at my. And then we had some tea.
Alright, thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, I think we need to play some tricks on him later on. We've got these guys. Now, if we want some nuanced accents, these are the guys to talk to, but I don't think today is the stream for it. So we're going to leave the drum for now. We've got a few bits and bobs from here. And then I need to check the luggage. We're on our way to the imp. Ah, he did it again. He moved when I clicked on him. He's wily. You've got to watch him. He is wily. Wily luggage. The staff belongs to Windlepoons. This metal container is the frying pan that belongs to the cook. And then we have the magic coil, which is a spring. We haven't encountered a spring yet that I know of. Unless we can go mess around with a bed? Is that something? We're going to head in here. No, I still can't get in there, but I know that that's what the scared guy in the succulent rounded Amazon women with amazing hair. We can talk to one. There's one in the town square. We haven't been to the street at all. I knew I was forgetting somewhere. We haven't been to the street whatsoever. And that means we haven't covered all the ground. Oh god. There's the beggar here. That's a lot more jokes. We can get to that. We're gonna... The street's actually very elaborate and it's got a lot of what we need. There's this woman, there's a
Diploma from the Academy of Barbering, Bloodletting, Leechery, Tooth-Pulling and Associated Self-Mutilations Academy.
Ooh, dearie me. Pocket.
My, what deep pockets he has.
Oh, I forgot. We have to learn to pickpocket, because this guy's got something. Rincewind has this tiny inventory, but as we go along, he's going to start learning more skills. The window becomes bigger, and then he'll have, for example, a pickpocket skill and things like that. And this poor guy, because Rincewind's horrible to everyone, we need to pick his pocket. I don't remember why. This is what's odd about playing a game that you've played once in the interceding years since childhood.
Hello there.
Just vague memories.
Hello.
I suppose it's quite a sensuous sort of job then, playing with women's hair all day.
Oh, not really. Not with the type of women we get in here. No silken locks, no golden magic drifting beneath my scissors. Nothing like my wondrous little milkmaid.
He's in love with the milkmaid. Oh yeah, and then he gets distracted. Pick his pocket. Can't do it right now. I think he notices. What happens if we try?
Oh, what are you doing?
Oh.
Get out of my pocket!
I beg your pardon.
Ah, yes, all right. Hello.
Young man, you will have the honor of first witnessing my new ensemble. I shall now set a trend that will rock the fashion world.
Curly hair, suit yourself.
What?
Suit yourself. I mean, it might not be your style.
And what would you know about it? I never take fashion advice from a man wearing a dress.
You can't say that, madam. I know you're of the nobility, but I'll thank you to compose yourself. Right, the beggar is funny, but it's a long conversation, and I'm about 5 minutes from ending the stream, so I don't want to get into that today. This guy, however, the fishmonger, yeah, the street goes on forever. Oh, the priest. We need to go to the corner and speak to the... Who's that? Speak to the priest.
Ignatius the Troll's all-night pottery shop.
And verily shall he bellow forth the 10 sacred names of the Forbidden Dawn.
It's a monk of the dreaded crocodile god Offler.
The crocodile god Offler keeps
I tell
coming
a lie,
up.
The 9 sacred names of the Forbidden Dawn.
Look,
Hello.
Go away. I am a monk of the Temple of Offler.
Temple of Offal?
Offler. I am guardian of the sacred eye, Lord High Vicar of the other not-so-sacred eye, and Grand Trilobite of the Cenopod.
You must be taller than you look.
Silence! Begone, or else feel the wrath of the mighty Offler and the toe-biting knights of the Holy Emasculation!
You can see why Rincewind spends the majority of his time exasperated by everyone he meets, because everyone in this city has got something going on, and it's not good things, whatever's going on. The toy shop, this is what I was looking for. I came in the street from the wrong direction. Because I always forget about the toy shop altogether. And it's, you know, it's pleasant, it's nice. It's not... String! Oh my god, it's an adventure game, I need that string. Yes. And we can just take it. I don't know why. He's presumably literally using it. Glue pot.
That doesn't work.
Get it.
That doesn't work.
Oh, you look.
Looks like a prime paste blanc extraordinaire to me. Good body, but a bit fruity for my taste.
Let's not dwell on that. There's glue there and I can't pick that up, and that's frying my adventure game brain because I know it's important. But not being able to pick it up really has thrown me. Right, should we shoplift? We shall. Look at the toy.
Now there's something you don't see every day, a purple stuffed donkey kind of thing of me. That doesn't work.
I think we need to do something awful to this toy donkey soon.
Special today.
Yeah, it looks like Santa. I've always noticed that as well now, Akila. It looks like Santa works here. On the Discworld they have like a parody version of Santa called the Hogfather. That's not him either. Just a guy, I think.
Good day, sir. Can I interest you in our toys? There's today's special, an amusing line of bells and whistles.
Oh, I forgot.
There's Violent Bob, the doll with a face you can rip clean off.
Oh,
it's
I
very
forgot.
therapeutic.
I'm sure.
The sort of thing you can share with your brothers. Brothers
Gag
of evil,
Grenarius isn't seeing
walking
this.
arm in arm across the rooftops of the world.
Are you all right?
Pardon? Oh, yes. Never felt better. So, can I help you at all, sir? Anything special catch your eye?
Oh, just browsing.
Browsing?
Yes.
Not plotting?
Definitely not.
Not secretly planning the overthrow of the patrician and the total dominance of the city?
No, not at all.
Oh, damn. Right you are, sir. Browse away.
I've never really twigged this, but I think he's a revolutionary and he's planning something. Bryden is on the German accent now. I don't even think it's actually Drea level. I'm going to say it. Can we talk to him again?
Greetings, shopkeeper.
Good day, sir. Can I interest you in our toys?
Just repeats.
There's today's special, an amusing line of bells and whistles. Or there's Violent Bob. It's the rousing.
Yeah.
Not.
No.
Oh, damn. Right you are, sir. Rouse away.
I had forgotten about that, and I brought you all in here on purpose. I can only apologise, but yeah, I mean, I don't think we really need to inflate Drea's ego anymore about their German accent, but I have to wonder if Drea redubbed that scene. I'd be curious to see it. Right, let's head over here. We're in the final minutes of the stream. We can see the fishmonger, the picture What picture?
Cute if you like that sort of thing.
I don't remember this at all. A picture of a squid?
A fine little octopus, that. A nice sturdy picture frame.
In and of itself a clue. Right, okay. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about when I'm saying we're going to start getting to the bits I forget.
That doesn't work.
And this is one of the most obtuse adventure games ever created. So, he's got his swordfish.
That's a rather unusual fish.
He's got...
Well,
his
if
belt.
times ever get hard, at least he can masquerade as one of the stock.
That's very rude. I think we'll talk to the fishmonger and then we're going to call it for today.
Is this fish fresh?
Fresh?
It will
One of
take
them
us
just
a
made
little
a
over
pass at me
schedule,
wife,
but
sir.
I won't tell if you won't. And then, of course, we've got the... God knows what any of these actually lead to, so we'll just go through them in order.
Heavens, did it really?
I don't mind, sir. I think fish are quite attractive, don't you? I love my wife, but oh, you octopus.
I didn't remember he said that.
You're a silly man, and I don't think I shall speak with you. What's that under your arm?
What's what?
That fish, that enormous swordfish.
It's a swordfish, sir.
I can see that.
Nothing wrong with your eyesight, is there, sir? Wizards are fine people, no matter what everyone else says.
Don't be impertinent. You're skating on thin ice.
Skates are over there, sir. All in a row.
Stop it.
No, all in a row, as in fish eggs. It's delicious. You should try some caviar.
Don't get horribly burned to death by any monsters or anything.
Well, that's some horrible foreshadowing. That's some horrible foreshadowing that does...
That doesn't work.
He just said take the caviar, Rincewind. I don't know what to tell you. He's eating it. Right, we have to poison his caviar. There's a spoiler for you. And also, Rincewind let loose a massive spoiler when he said, tentacle perverts in the adventure game. You don't know how right you are now, Akilo. We're going to actually dine out on the fact that this guy's into octopus. And it's going to get pretty hideous. But we're going to be saving that for another time. That is literally a solution. And when Rincewind's saying don't get horribly burned to death by any monsters or anything, that is a solution as well. But we're going to save that for the next time. I think that we're going to be every Wednesday looking to get some Discworld done. I should save what we've done today, whatever godless madness this has been. Rincewind and the Octoperv. There we go. Thank you for coming along and for joining us. I think that I'm probably going to make the VOD available and that kind of thing. It's just kind of, I've never really tried streaming before. I realised from watching streamers that I'm constantly babbling, so I decided to give it a go myself. Yes, thank you very much indeed for coming by. I'm going to be switching to the, if the buttons work, waiting screen now, like so. You're very kind, Noah Kilo, thank you. Yes, because we're mic only as well as the thing. So it's whether or not that kind of carries through. Yes, this is the first stream I've ever done. I did something on the run up to Christmas that was like a What the Dub party game from oh, that's very kind, Mikey, thank you. Yeah, it was a What the Dub party game on the PS4. So it was just me and a headset sitting next to Lola, and we were playing it that way. And then Granarius dropped in during the course of the stream, and we had a few kind of people we didn't know dropping in on the stream as well for a party game, and it was just amazing fun. And yes, now Akilo, the turtle you're looking at is the Discworld. You can see the elephants that are on the back, and then they're carrying a flat planet, and that is the Discworld. It's based on the old myth that used to circulate in medieval times that people genuinely thought that that was what the planet might be. It might be a flat planet on the back of some elephants, and the elephants were standing on the shell of a turtle, and the turtle was swimming in space, which is a completely rational way to conduct a society. So I still stand it. Yes. So Terry Pratchett, back in the 80s or so, took the idea and ran with it, and essentially created the Discworld. The actual fact that that's what the planet looks like doesn't come into it as often as you think, but it will be coming into the game. So we're going to be getting to that. We're going to be getting to that on Wednesday. And then on Friday, I'm going to be revisiting another childhood game. It's not a midlife crisis, shut up. Called Zumbini's Logical Journey. That'll be just for an hour or so. That's another one that it's actually a remaster of a pixel art game. So it's a little more modern. It's based on Steam this time around, and it's more puzzle based. It's one of those games that people would argue about on the school computer when I was at school. Like, no, we actually had a whole system for lending the disc out. It became quite a big drama. So that's what I'm going to be doing on Friday. We've had a lot of nonsense from Discworld today. And thank you all for tuning in. I'll hopefully see you on Friday, and I'll certainly be dropping into the Drea streams and the usual streams in the meantime. But thank you for stopping by in the meantime, and we'll speak soon. Bye bye, everybody.